everybody, I'm Jackie Jing and I'm with Curran Walters. He plays the younger Robin, aka Jason Todd on Titans. Okay, if you haven't watched episode 6, go watch it now on DC Universe because we are talking full spoilers.
Yes.
Okay, so I absolutely love this episode. And you're gonna play Jason Todd.
Yes.
He's kind of a punk, a little bit cocky, and actually in the comics, fans voted to kill him.
I know, which is
yeah,
crazy.
a little macabre there.
Yep.
But then he becomes hella cool and he's Red Hood. So
Yeah.
tell me, which version did you pull from?
You know, in issues 408 and 409, you see him transitioning from when Batman first takes him in. So I think I brought a little bit of that nitty gritty, that cocky, the charming Jason Todd, which I kind of already had in me. So that was easy to put into the character. But then you have this Jason who is, you know, reckless with a chip on his shoulder. So I try to bring everything and form the perfect Jason Todd, and I think the fans are gonna love it.
Okay, so talk to me about how Jason Todd and Dick Grayson are different. I mean, I think they're like polar opposites.
Oh,
so.
totally, in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, they're both Robins at some point in their career, but I think that Dick Grayson is a lot darker than Jason, and when you see Jason introduced into the show, he brings a sense of light into the show, a sense of energy.
They seem so different, but there's this really cool dynamic. They have really good chemistry. Would you agree with that?
Totally, and Brent and I, you know, we had great chemistry on set, even though we really didn't know each other.
Yeah.
And you see that throughout the episode, the Jason Todd episode. You see this dynamic, like, brother duo.
Talking about like brothers teasing each other, so Dick Grayson is obviously feeling a little bit hurt about being replaced here, but I love how Jason Todd has like absolutely zero sympathy. He's like almost pouring like salt on the wound. My favorite line from the show actually, or one of them, is when he's like, yeah, like the old costume was like a little outdated or something like that. Such a sick burn.
Oh,
Talk to me about it.
Well, you see Dick Grayson, who like is kind of worried in a way. Like, you see the brother aspect. He's warning Jason like what Bruce has done to him, and he doesn't want Jason to turn out like that. But you see Jason, who thinks being Robin is the most badass thing ever, and you see this is fun. Like, there's nothing else cooler on earth. So I think that is a really cool aspect that the show brings, and it's really fun to explore that.
Yeah, it's almost funny because, I mean, he's a teenager. He says he's 19, but he like really calls out Dick Grayson in the end,
totally.
and he's like, I know who I am. You don't know who you are. I mean, I can't imagine like just trying to like sell this character who's just so in touch with himself, but also like a little immature.
I mean, in issue 408, you see like he steals the Batmobile tires. Like, he goes after Batman. Like, so like, his cocky and in his fun sense himself is throughout the whole show, and you see everything throughout the show like that. So yeah, it's fun.
So as I mentioned earlier, like Jason Todd to many fans is a little unnerving. Did you want him to be annoying, or like I don't know, like, because I feel like a lot of characters or a lot of people who like the comics, like they like hate Jason Todd. You know what I mean? But I found him really likable.
No, totally. I try to make him likable.
Yeah.
I wanted the fans to like him. Because obviously down the road, in the comics, when he turns Red Hood, people are fans, but not fans. So I did my research, and you know, I tried to make the most comic accurate version of Jason Todd that I could bring to the screen, and I think I did a good job of that.
I think like a lot of times when he's a little grating, you can just sense his like immaturity, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. But that's also part of his just him.
Yeah.
You know, like, being Robin is the coolest thing ever, and I don't think he does it on purpose, but Dick does, I think, in a way. Thinks he's rubbing it in his face about being the new Robin. So you'll see that throughout the show too. Okay,
so tell me how Jason Todd feels about Batman, because obviously we keep on talking about how different the two Robins are. They have very different perspectives on that.
Jason does feel, as Batman, is almost like a father figure, you know? Definitely that connection, and like you said, totally different from what Dick Grayson feels. Batman basically raised Jason. Jason was in and out of the foster care system. Like, both parents are not around, so of course he feels like a father figure towards Batman. Yeah.
So one thing that really stuck out to me was that Dick Grayson was like, he's just using you. Like, you're just a weapon in his eyes. Do you think that is, you know, affecting Jason Todd, affecting his perspective, or is he just fiercely loyal to Batman?
I think you see a fiercely loyal to Batman, 100%. But yeah, there is, like I said earlier, there is Dick warning Jason about what Batman did to him. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to see Jason go down that path. So yeah, we kind of, it's fun to explore all that, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so fans are going wild because Harvey Dent is mentioned. We're seeing a lot of allusion to Two-Face appearing here, some people having their faces partially burnt off. So what can you tell fans? Are we gonna see Two-Face?
I wish I knew as much as you guys want to know. I don't know. I mean, I think it sets up another Easter egg for future seasons, and what happens, happens, so.
Okay, and then also Jason Todd has history with Joker.
Yes.
So I think a lot of people are assuming that he might come into play, or maybe Two-Face is going to take on that role.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
Anything's possible though. It's DC Comics.
All right,
so.
he's being tight-lipped about it.
I have
yeah,
no
he
clue.
has no idea. Okay. I also need to bring up how many F-bombs were dropped by Jason Todd.
I can't even count them.
So I was wondering, like, did you just ad-lib those in there, or?
I'm sure I did some of them.
Yeah.
A little bit, but a lot of them were written in the script. But yeah, I don't know. How many did you count?
I thought it had more than 20.
Maybe.
I
wouldn't be surprised.
I thought you said it twice or 3 times in some of the sentences that I heard, but absolutely love your interpretation of the character. Thank you so much for joining us. And for those of you who are watching us right now, go check out Titans right now. It is streaming on DC Universe. And as always, be sure to follow and subscribe to IGN wherever you like to watch.